right, and we're live. Hello, everyone, and shout out to each and every one of you. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to your girl, Sighren, right here on the Sighren Speak Show. Hello, y'all. Let's turn this around just a little bit. Okay, how are we gonna do it? All right, just a little bit. There we go. All right, so hey y'all, and happy Wednesday, I believe it is. And today we are going to be talking about how to get your bag up, you guys, in 2026 and 2027. You know, when I talk to a lot of you during our consultations and during our counseling sessions, you know, that's the thing about it. I need to get my bag up. I need to get my bag up. Yes, we do need to get our bag up. And we're going to talk today about what it is that we can do to get our bag up. Okay. So again, shout out to each and every one of you, and thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget, when you come in, to give this video a big old fat thumbs up, y'all. That's right. Make a splash for your girl. Drop some mermaids down up in the comment section when you feel me. Okay. And we're just going to keep it moving, y'all. All right. We're definitely going to keep it moving. So just a little bit of what we want to tap into. And if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure y'all put it down in the comment section, you guys, and I would definitely get to your comment and address it. So if you have any questions, whatever it is you have to say, or if you just want to make a splash, y'all, just drop some mermaids down in the comment. Okay. Make a splash for your girl. Don't forget to hype and like the video. All right. Especially for those of you who are watching the playback. Okay. For those of you who are watching the playback of it, you don't really get a chance to catch it live, y'all. Still leave your comments in the comment section and still hype the video and drop your mermaids. Okay. We see you, whether we live or whether it's the replay game. You know, it doesn't matter. I see you. Okay. So shout out to y'all and thank you guys so much, y'all. We are definitely going to address, okay, some of the comments. Okay, I got to pull them up, y'all. Excusez-moi. I definitely have to pull them up and I have to get ready to mention out the names. So please excusez-moi if I do mess your name up. But we're definitely going to address some of the comments that came through before we get started, because we're going to give people just a little bit of time to come into the building. Hey to everybody who's tuned in. Hey, Spring Baby. Now that's a cute name. That's always going to be a cute name. Spring Baby. I like that, honey. Ooh, I love that. Okay. Hey, Cherry. Hey. Ew. Hey, y'all. Shout out to you. Okay. You say sign up for the members. Okay. Are you going to sign up for the members? Y'all, listen, we're going to be dropping our first members only video. Okay. Really soon. We're going to be going live with members only lives. And I'm also going to be dropping members only vlogs. Okay. Now in those vlogs, I'm going to be saying the things that I don't say in the regular and general vlogs. Sometimes there are some things that I go through that I really don't you know what I'm saying, talk about on the vlogs or whatever. But for those of you who become members, okay, I will definitely be giving y'all some tea. Okay. About me, about the world. Y'all know I really don't talk about certain things, worldly things, you know, but y'all will definitely get to know me a lot better in the members only and on the members only vlog. So shout out to those of you who do take the time to become a member. When we do our members only lives like this one, I will be able to answer a lot of your questions more direct. Like I will be giving you some good gems. Okay. So for those of you who have health issues, those of you who have relationship issues, financial issues, regardless of what it is, when you ask questions in the members only live, we will go very deep into the answer. Okay. So you guys will enjoy it. Shout out to y'all. Okay. You guys, thank you for the mermaids. Ew. Shout out to y'all. Thank you. You look beautiful, Siren. Thank you. Y'all, you know, I told y'all, listen, my hair, y'all already seen. If y'all been watching the vlogs, my hair was fried, dyed, and laid to the side, honey. I took my little arse out in the sun prematurely with the idea of forgetting to cover my hair. So my hair just, y'all, I was a little nervous, honey. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was gonna have to lose it all. I was like, oh God, I don't know what to do. Y'all, it got really bad. My hair was fried, or it is fried. It's still fried. It's going through, look, it's going through the motions, okay? But I've been treating her and really just allowing her to breathe again, okay? And going at it like that. So thank you guys for noticing, okay? I do mention the products that I'm using on my hair to try to bring her back on the vlog. So, you know, for those of you who are checking out the vlogs, you are getting the exact, okay, of what it is that I'm doing. So thank you. You say thank you, Aries, baby. Aries. It was so crazy because I was thinking about talking about zodiacs and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a live where we're going to go deeper into the energies of each and every zodiac and stuff like that, especially in regards to friendships, what type of zodiacs will be good for you. Y'all let me know if that would be a great topic as far as your friendships and what type of zodiacs you should look for in regards to relationships as well as business partners, okay? What type of zodiacs are good for you in regards to business and things of that nature. So that's definitely something that's going to be coming up, all right? You say you're welcome. Your hair looks amazing. Thank you. Natural hair popping. Y'all don't make me laugh. Don't make me cheese, y'all. Okay. Do not make me cheese. Okay. You say it's full and pretty. It's very thick, y'all. When I say it's very thick, y'all, girl, when I say it's very thick, y'all, it is very thick. Okay. It's like, my hair just, you know, it's thick, y'all. I don't know what to say about it sometimes. I just be like, you know what? it's thick. It's definitely, that's one thing I can say about my hair is that it stays real thick, okay? It's just, I done like did the front so much. I done like flat ironed it so much that you see, I got the heat damage that I'm just holding on to. All right, let's give people just a little bit to come up in the building. Hey, y'all, but thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for loving the girl with the natural hair. Okay, shout out to all of my sirens and mermaids out there who rocking y'all natural hair. And shout out to those of you who take care of your hair up under them pieces, honey, okay? We definitely have to do that, okay? And shout out to those of you who got the copper mug, okay? The copper mug is definitely still selling, y'all. Now, what we're going to be doing for those of you who go to the site and who purchase, okay, as you purchase through the site, I'm going to be doing random gifts, okay? So as you purchase through the site, you're going to randomly, I'm just going to select as I pack the orders up, you guys will be getting a random gift. It can be any little thing, honey, okay? It could be a candle. It could be something for your hair. It could be a eyeshadow. We have blush, y'all. We have makeup products over here. We have facial products over here. We have, what is this? Lip oil. I still have that over here. Facial products. We have toothbrush. I'm always giving you guys things that I feel like can help your skin or, you know, can help you in some way, shape or form, raise your energy and raise your frequency. So that's how we decide what gifts. It's always going to be something that I feel is very, you know, helpful for us. All right. You say it's full and pretty. Thank you so much. Yes, that would be great. Okay, we gonna get into that. Okay. You say this ad popped up and scared the mess out of me. What? It was an ad popped up on you? Oh my, wow. Okay, you say, hi, you look fabulous. Hey, Miss G, your favorite auntie. Ah, welcome. Great seeing you in a minute though. Where you been? You say you look fabulous. So thank you so much, y'all. I'm bringing y'all the Sighren teeny. Okay, bringing y'all the Sighren teeny, y'all. Y'all know my hair is out here going through it, honey. So we got to let her breathe again. Okay, we do. We really, truly do. All right. Hey, Jazzo. Hey. Did I say Jazzo? Jazzbo? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how are you? Hey. You are gorgeous. Thank you. Y'all don't be gaslighting me now. Y'all know, y'all just, you know how when you have them kids and they've been on Drew something and you be like, oh, it's so cute. You know, you got to amp them up and make them feel good, honey. But I appreciate it, honey. Y'all know your girl just, I love to be in my natural energy. I'm the most confident when I'm in my natural energy. When everything is natural, y'all already know how I am under my arms, my skin. I just treat everything accordingly. Oh, speaking of that, like I said, back to the copper mugs, you guys. For those of you who go to the site, Sighren.com, purchase the copper mug. Like I said, we're going to be giving out gifts and everything. Shout out to everybody who has ordered it. We sold out like a week ago, and I had to restock just a few, and I'm waiting on some more shipments of the copper mug. So if you guys look at my hair, I told y'all my hair used to have so many grays, y'all. But let me see if I should the front, maybe. The front, it has so many grays, you guys. And what copper does is copper rejuvenates the cells. Okay, so it like reverses aging. It's very anti-aging. Copper is very powerful. Now you don't want to do too much copper, because if you do too much copper, you'll return copper. Okay. You know, but so you don't want to do too much. Like I say, a nice 16-ounce cup a day, that's the exact size that we have, would be more than enough for you to do it on a day-to-day basis. I would say do it for like a couple of months straight, you guys, and then, you know, break yourself out. Break yourself off for a little bit and then get back on it, you guys. But you'll see copper is very beneficial as far as the beauty is concerned of us, you guys. It definitely goes in and it regenerates the cell. Like, it is very anti-aging. Y'all, when I started to see my gray hairs like turn back, I was like, what? Like, seriously, I told my husband, I'm like, babe, I'm like, I don't know if it's the sun, but I forget I'm doing the copper, you know, as well. And copper is so anti-aging, y'all. Okay, I'm telling you, it'll have you looking so good. Okay, copper is in actually a lot of our beauty products as well. Okay, you say that's correct. Thank you, I got it right. Copper does that? Wow, I didn't know that. Yes, it does. Yes. Okay. Yes, ma'am, it does. And we're going to be talking about some other things, okay, that you guys can take. Wow, I never knew that. Yes, ma'am. You see, I remember my grandma was wearing a copper bracelet. They say it's very good also for if you have like high blood pressure, if you have like other immune disorders, you guys, very good for that. There are other things, like I say, other advantages of utilizing copper. Copper is like an energy conductor, okay? It takes the electric energy and it receives the electric energy in our body. And once our electricity comes on in the body, it helps the electricity to come on in the body. Once the electricity is on, your body is able to do things, okay? Your body is built to heal itself. Your body is built to recognize when a cell starts to age or get rid of, you know, it gets rid of garbage and all of that stuff. But what happens is we don't have, the energy is off. We have very low energy inside of our body. Copper is something naturally inside of us. So when you start to bring copper inside of you, then, you know what I'm saying, you'll start to see your body start to regenerate, you guys. Seriously, okay? It's good for the skin as well. It helps your skin to shed. You know, your skin is supposed to naturally shed. And a lot of us, we have so many layers of dead skin. But the reason I don't go get facials and stuff like that, or it's not facials, but I would say like a microdermabrasion, is because if you notice when you see people who get those, their skin looks kind of, it looks raw, okay? Their face is really red and it don't feel good because I used to get them. Okay, I used to get them back in my day. I had a great dermatologist. As a matter of fact, Young Miami go to him now. Okay, now that dude was good. A lot of women went to him because he was good with bleaching of the skin. Now I didn't get the bleaching services, okay, but I did used to go to him because he was very good. His product was very good, but I really felt like it shed so much of the skin and it had your skin so raw that if you didn't use the product, your skin felt like too tight, like it just hurt to smell like. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't go and get all of those microdermabrasions and let them scrape my skin too much, because I feel like they take off too much of the skin. But when you utilize the right products, your body will be able to naturally shed. You know, we should shed, our skin should shed every night when we go to sleep. Okay, A lot of us, it does, but a lot of us, it doesn't do it a lot, but your skin is supposed to shed every night. You know how snakes shed their skin? We're supposed to shed our skin like that. That's why you're supposed to keep your sheets clean. You know, I would say at least every couple of days, you want to, you know, wash those sheets and stuff, because you will have dead skins. If you do it under a microscope, you will see dead skin cells on your pillows as well as your sheets and stuff. Now, the only bad thing to that is that we do have these little critters, okay? We do have these little bed bugs. Some of them are inside of our pillows. Even when your pillow brand new, these bugs just appear up in there. And guess what they eat off of? Skin. So this is why we have what they call those bed bugs, okay, in our bed, because they feast off of the dead skin that we shed every night. So what you want to do, like I say, that copper will rejuvenate your cells so that you don't have to, you know, shed as much skin as you should. Your skin will not be fading. This is why when we get older, you see our skin get crusty and it get wrinkly and stuff like that, because the energy is off on the inside of us, okay? Now, granted, will the copper mug, you know, for those of you who get it, will the copper mug work a miracle on you? I would say it may. I would not discredit it at all. One thing I will say is it will turn the lights on inside of your house. Okay, so shout out to those of you who go to Sighren.com and get you a copper mug or wherever it is that you get it from. Just make sure it is 100% copper, not just the color copper, 100% copper. And all you have to do is wake up in the morning and let that be your first cup of water. It is going to help your organs, okay? Every night when we go to sleep, our organs are supposed to reset themselves, especially our liver, because our liver has got to process so much food. Your liver, if you chew gum, your liver got to break it down. Okay, so your body has got to do so much, and we need the energy to do that. But what happens, the reason we start to have kidney failure, liver failure, the pancreas is shutting down. Everything is shutting down because we don't have any electricity going on inside of the body, or enough electricity going on inside of the body for our organs to, you know, be able to do what they need to do. Our circulation is off, the blood is low, the iron is low. You know, and it's just, like I say, for me, it has worked a tremendous miracle, okay? Not like overnight, but with consistency, it has worked a tremendous miracle for me, okay? So shout out to y'all. But yeah, they do say they wear the copper bracelet, I think on both different sides. If you wear it on the left side, it's supposed to help with the heart, and it's supposed to bring the blood pressure down. I know that to be true because for those of you who watch my vlogs, when Bay and we went to his doctor's appointment, they took his blood pressure and they said it was high. And what happened was he had took his copper bracelet off when they took his blood pressure. And then I said, well, babe, why you took the bracelet off? You know, and he put the bracelet back on, and when they took his blood pressure, it was back fine. I was like, oh, wow. Okay. You say, I'm going to have to get that mug. Yes, definitely, you guys. Okay. Does copper come in a liquid or a tablet? The best way to get copper, because you can't take it like that, you know what I'm saying? It does come in a liquid form where there are so many companies that make copper that comes in a liquid form. But remember, we're looking at lab created or, you know, synthetic versus generic. Okay, so it is kind of best to actually take copper, solid copper, and allow it to infuse itself in your water, as opposed to taking a chemical where they're going to say, okay, let's look at the energy of copper and let's try to mimic it. So a lot of the liquid coppers that we get or that we can buy are pretty much synthetic or lab created versions of copper. I would say it would be safe to consume copper via just drinking the water from the copper mug, because you're not going to get too much. That copper is going to release itself inside of the water, which is why you're going to let it sit overnight. It's going to release itself inside of the water. And, you know, water is very good with memory. Okay, water is a very healing source of it. So you definitely want that natural copper and water. Now, when they do make the liquid coppers, they do have water inside of it, but it's water mixed with some kind of chemical that they say in the science lab, oh, let's add this plus this plus this. Okay, that equals copper, you know, and then they add it to like a water. Okay, but like I said, I'm not going to say no, don't take that. I would say try it. Okay. But it's nothing like going to the real source, you know. You've been wearing copper for years. where's my copper bracelet? I took mine off. I haven't worn it because I've been wearing it so much. And then I do give myself a break. Right now, I'm probably on like a month of a break from the copper bracelet, from wearing a copper bracelet. And one thing I'm going to tell you is during COVID, that was something that, for whatever reason, y'all, I couldn't mess with copper during COVID. I could not mess with copper. The energy from copper during 2020, it was too strong. It was too strong. I had to take it off. I had copper infused sheets and pillowcases that I used to sleep on, and I had to get rid of them during when I had COVID. That was the craziest thing. The energy was too strong. You say this is good information to know. Yes, ma'am. It definitely is. Okay. And like I said, for all of the members, for those of you who become members, y'all gonna get deeper information than this. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all definite exacts and a lot of information. Okay. A lot of stuff that I can't, like I said, I can't say certain things, you guys. And like I say, it's beyond YouTube. It's doctors that watch my channel. It is medical companies that watch my channel that will report me if I give y'all too much information. Okay, so yeah, we got to make sure we just keep it a little safe. You know what I'm saying? They will allow me to, have members only, or they will allow me to do unlisted. That's how I do like my seminars and stuff, where it'll be like unlisted, and then I'll just give y'all the link, and then we go live like that. But it'll be an unlisted link, which means only people who are participating inside of that seminar will be the only ones to get the information. But y'all know how it is out here in these streets, okay? Okay, let's see. You say, right. I love this mug, Sighren. I'm on the site now. It is the bomb. It's definitely, the bomb. We're waiting on a new shipment to come in. So for those of you who are able to get one now, shout out to y'all. But just be patient with us because we're just waiting on a new shipment to come in for more. So get them while they can, y'all, and just drink it every day. Listen, change your life. These are little things that you're going to have to do. And that's going to be a part of what we talk about today, how to get your bag up and stuff. You got to get your frequency up. OK, you can't get your bag up until your frequency is there. That's the best way to do it. Otherwise, you're going to have to sacrifice, with the other team. You're going to have to sell out to the other team to get your wealth and your riches. Okay. That's just how it is. And unfortunately, that's how life goes. That's how this dimension is. Either you're going to sell out and you're going to believe the devil when he say, I will give you all of this in exchange for your soul, or you're going to take the long route. Unfortunately, this is the long route. Okay. I've been dropping this stuff, y'all, for years. But they will not let my numbers, even if you look, I don't care how many subscribers I get, my numbers, they be dropping my numbers. They will not let this get out. They will not put my video out there before people because you educate and you're enlightening, you waking these women up like they get in their life. They're changing things. They're going to listen to all of your top or, big influencers nowadays. And all they talking about is going to get their blood work done all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? And, they're talking about going on the walks. Okay, everybody want to go to Pilates. You know what I'm saying? And doing all of these health things. It's like everybody is pushing this health. Okay. But the thing about it is they're not pushing it in a way to educate people. They're pushing it in a way, to me, this is according to Sighren, they're pushing it in a way where they can get sponsorships. Like, I'm so fucking serious when it comes to mental health and getting counseling. Like, I literally offer counseling, right? I've been dealing with people. I've been well over 2,500 counseling sessions since 2020. And literally counseling people, you guys. And I just feel like a lot of the influencers or these YouTubers, I'm getting counseling. Mental health is so important, but they get it as a sponsorship. And then you never hear about them doing that one damn session. You never hear about them doing like, what happened? So what's going on? You're doing the counseling, but what happened? Oh, it was just that one little sponsorship. You got your check and now you're moving on. That's not how you educate these women that are watching you. That's not how you uplift the public. That's not how you pull our sisters up. By getting a check. You don't have to turn everything into a bag. Sometimes the bag is you watching them grow. Sometimes the bag is that comment of somebody saying, oh my God, I went and got me some counseling. I saw that you've been going to counseling for the last 3 months and it has been working for you. And now I'm in counseling. That's the bag. That's the bag right there. When you know that you're doing something that is really affecting and uplifting the next person and the next person and the next person. It's not always about a check. So I really see a lot of them turn these opportunities, even when it comes to going to get the blood work done. It's like, oh, I went and got my blood work done, y'all. But, oh, I'm working with this company. Thank them for sponsoring. I'm like, oh, come on. Everything does not have to be a bag. Okay, sometimes the bag is just seeing your people level up. You know how many people come to me and say, Sighren, I'm changing the way that I eat. I got my blood type. I know my blood type now. I know my kids' blood type. You know how dangerous it is for our kids when we're ignorant to their blood type? I have a kid that is a certain blood type that my baby should never have been eating chicken or beef or things. And that was the main thing I cooked. You know what I'm saying? There are so many things that I cook that my kids was not supposed to be eating. And you wonder why they go to school and can barely focus, or they act up, or sometimes their grades not good, or sometimes they just want to be in their room. Sometimes they act this way and they act that way. You know, even when it comes to our men, you want a man who's a provider. Then as that woman, you got to know how to feed him. You need to know his blood type. You need to know what foods he needs to eat, what foods he don't need to eat. This is how we strengthen our household. This is how we become better wives and better mothers, because ain't nothing like a beautiful household. When all of your kids are in line, when your husband is in line, or your man is in line, when you are in line, when your health is good, you know everybody blood type. You know how to cook for everybody in the household. You know when you make chicken, this one here can't eat chicken, so you gonna make a little piece of maybe like beef or something for that one. Or you will make, you know, this one here can't eat potatoes, so you gonna make sweet potatoes because that's something everybody in the house supposed to eat. This is how you responsibly raise a healthy household. As women, we need to know this. We really, truly need to know this. And that's another part of getting to the bag, okay? But shout out to you, Cherry, okay? Ew, get your little mug, honey. Thank you. I would get the copper mug. I've heard you talk about it before. I asked if it came in a liquid or tab. Oh, okay, yes. It does come in a liquid, but like I say, these companies that make these copper liquids, you know, I'd rather you get the natural thing versus, you know, some sort of lab-created version of copper. But yes, definitely, okay? You can look into that. And like I say, see what works, you know, for you, okay? How many months should I use the mug? I would definitely say if it's your first time doing it, I would say you can do it every day for about 4 to 6 months. Okay. The thing about it is, because copper is so natural, you will not see any like side effects from it. The only side effects you will see is you may start to turn copper. When you get now too much copper, that's like you really have to drink like a gallon of copper a day. But if you stay with the consistency of that mug, the size that we have, the 16-ounce one a day, that should not be too much copper at all. Okay. But yes, I would say like about 4 to 6 months on, maybe about 2 months off, and then get back on it. Because like I say, copper is going to jumpstart, is really going to help your organs to do what it is that they need to do to get rid of toxins. If you're doing the detox, y'all, the reason we don't really see results is because our body is too sluggish. It doesn't have the energy to sustain what it is that we're doing. So the minute we start doing the detox, we start to feel weak. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the strength. You're detoxing, but you can't go to the gym because you're too weak to go to the gym. Because our body doesn't have the electrolytes, it doesn't have the electricity, it doesn't have the sustenance that we need, all of the vitamins that we need to take care of it. Okay. I thought about buying those sheets. I bought them. I love them, but ever since I got rid of them, y'all, I could not find them. It's been so hard trying to find them again. But the copper infused sheets, I had the copper infused sheets on my bed, and I had the bed cover. Okay, excuse me. I had the copper infused bed topper, and that's another level. You know, that's a whole other level. I'll have to get deeper in that in the members only live, because it's some stuff, y'all. That's a whole other level right there. That's some energy, like that make you wake up like Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Okay, seriously. You say we don't want you to get in trouble. Sighren been in trouble for a long time, y'all. I have been in trouble for a very long time. Yeah, I've been in trouble. I'm literally just getting out of what they call spiritual prison. I'm literally just getting out of that. Like, I've done my time and I'm literally just getting out of that. Oh, that's why I told y'all don't see me on like IG. Y'all don't see me on TikTok. Y'all don't see me on, like, literally banned. Like, you can't come over here. Don't you say nothing. Just post a picture and shut up. It is what it is. But no, we don't want to get in trouble. You say you're a vegetarian and divorced? Oh my word. Okay. So I would definitely want to know your blood type just to make sure that you should be or you have the type of blood type to sustain being a vegetarian. You say, okay, cool. My hair's on my arms. Okay, cool. My hairs on my arms are copper. That's interesting. I have a few strands of hair, even in my hair. Like, I have copper hair. That's actually a healthy hair. You say you're A plus. Okay, you good. You're definitely good. So you on to it. You on to it. Okay. So let me see, y'all. Okay, we have everybody up in the building. Shout out to y'all. We're gonna address a few of y'all's comments. Okay, that y'all put up underneath the thing. You know, I like to address y'all comments on here, honey. And I'm trying to go within the last 24 hours. Okay, the real Selena says, you look very nice with your natural hair. Keep shining. Ew. Y'all loving my natural hair for real? Yeah. I know y'all are. Thank y'all. Thank you very, very much. Spider DD3XQ says, I do too. I love natural on a woman. Thank you, Spider. Okay. Spider also says, let me see. Hold up what it says. Under the video where we addressed the besties the other day, you guys, Spider said threatened. I guess she was referring to the besties. I know good and well the besties are not trying to threaten someone. I'm subscribed to Gina's page, but I'll be damned if I'm going to threaten someone who came with hella receipts. Y'all besties that's being silly needs to realize that Sighren may be a lady at all times, but I'm not. I can't stand grown folks who whines because their fave is getting called out. Right is right and wrong is wrong, and Sighren came with receipt after receipt. Grow y'all asses up before you get cursed out again. I'm subscribed to Gina's page, but I'm not going to talk trash to someone because they say something about her. Silly rabbits tricks are for kids. Oh my word. Okay. Shout out to you. Okay. Shout out to you. And you know, the best revenge is your peace. Is your peace. When somebody see they can't mess with you, when somebody see they can't pull you down off of your pedestal, your throne, whatever it may be, they get so irritated. The best revenge is your peace, okay? The way you keep going, the way you just keep leveling up, the way you just, stay with your peace of mind. The fact that you got a peace of heart and they can't sleep at night irritates the hell out of them. Hey, Sherry Hayes says, Sighren, I love oil of oregano. I use the one with black seeds. Shout out to you, because I'm definitely going to try that. Now, she did say the one that I saw, it has moringa in it. I took a moringa seed years ago. My husband, one of his coworkers brought them from, I forget where he came from, but he had some. And you're supposed to chew it. I don't know if you're supposed to swallow it, but I know I chewed it or whatever. I had a whole bag of them. And listen, that thing had stuff coming out of everywhere, honey. I was so nervous. I only ate that one and I never did it again. So I was always nervous about moringa because moringa will clean your arse out, okay? Roz Love 681 says, you look cute. Ew. And let me see, Cali Girl 6752 says, they need those gift cards over there, having a closet sale and selling nasty used wigs. It's so bad. She's asking her besties if she could sell old wigs that were installed on her head. If they gonna buy it, I sell it too, Chad. No, I wouldn't. Something there's a limit to what I can and cannot sell. Even when I donate to Goodwill, there's just a limit to stuff that I will and will not give to Goodwill. Some things I'm like, okay, this needs to go in the trash. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna take this to Goodwill. This just gonna go in the trash, okay? But shout out to them. However they, connect with their best, whatever it is what it is. Chili Conte. You know that's how I say your name. You say, I like how you go high when they go low. Ew. I'm glad you're switching out your water. I've heard things about Fiji. Okay, so I did go, y'all seen on the vlog, and I was telling y'all that I was looking into different waters. I've been doing a lot of research on Fiji. I haven't found enough to make me fully switch. The only thing that I found about Fiji water is that because it comes from so far, and with the traveling, it is in the heat for long periods of time, which causes the plastic to peel off into the water. Okay, so that's the only thing that I was fine, but they're like, it's not enough to the point where it's considered, real toxic or, real harmful, or you just got to pay attention when you drink it, how your sensitivity is. The reason I drink Fiji water is because whenever I've tried other waters in the past, I get heartburn, okay, or I get acid reflux. Like I drink the water and I get heartburn immediately, or I'll get acid reflux. And it's just like Fiji. And also the Sam's Club, the one you get from Walmart, the little big 20, for whatever reason, I could drink that one, but then I mainly drink Fiji. Those are the only two waters that don't give me heartburn or acid reflux, okay? Tragedy says, your music hits every time. Awesome mommy moment. Shout out to you. Jazzbo 9903 says, thanks for sharing your beauty and health do's and don'ts. Y'all know I do that. Okay, today on the vlog, if you haven't seen the vlog for today that was released, I released another part of a song that I made called It's That Voodoo You Do. You got a spell on me. Yes, honey. I did that. I wrote that song so long ago. I forget what caused me to write that song. It was an experience, something that happened. And I was just like, whoa, with your mojo in hand. Y'all know what the mojo is, right? You know what I'm saying? It was when I first met my husband, the first time he came to my place of residence, okay? And we were dating, and we had been together for a while. And the first time he came to my place of residence, oh my word, they was like excited. Let's just put it that way. He was a little excited. And I was just like, yeah, you need to go home, because we hadn't been intimate. This was probably a couple months into us dating. We hadn't been intimate yet. But he was very excited. And I was like, you got to go home. You got to go home. So I used to call it the mojo. Like, you got that mojo. You got that thing that make women just, you know what I'm saying? So it was funny when I wrote that song. It was just really about, it's that voodoo you do. You got a spell on me. So it had a lot to do with that, but that was like a cute little insider between Bay and I. Let me see what else you guys really trying to address the comments. Okay, I think that was it. That's all I had put down. So yes, shout out to each and every one of you, and thank y'all. Keep the comments coming through, y'all. Anything y'all feel in regards to the vlogs, good, bad, or indifferent, we want to hear it, definitely. Okay. Hold on. So we're talking about getting to the bag, y'all. 2026, 2027, I need to get to the bag, okay? Let me find it on here. Let me see what you guys are saying as well. Sighren, your receipts were receding. Y'all, I want to do another one so bad, I ain't gonna lie. But it's just like, I don't know, y'all. It's like I really want to do the second one on like the next person and the next person, but I'm just like, it's just, Listen, one thing I will tell y'all, if anybody, I'm not a booster. Sighren will always have her receipt. Okay. Anybody who come on here talk about, oh, they doing this, they copy, they do. If you don't got receipts, you're a booster. Okay, you ain't got no receipts. I don't want to hear it. You need to have receipts. Okay, we just leveled this up. Ain't nobody saying nothing. If you can't say a name, who, what, when, where, how, we don't want to hear the story. Period. Point blank. We don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear it. Nope. I don't want to hear it. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta have receipts. Otherwise, you're a booster. If you ain't got no receipt, you're a booster, and we don't believe nothing you saying. Boom! It ain't true. I don't care how you feel. I don't care what your feelings are. I don't care about none of that. Okay. No, we're not going to support and listen to the boosters. You got to have receipts, okay? This is how this is going to keep going, okay? And this is how it's going to make sense. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for putting a splash up in here. Thank you to everybody for all of the likes. Thank you for the comments, y'all. All right, I really, truly appreciate y'all. You say, yes, the moringa seed is amazing. Yeah. I'm scared of that thing. It's so good, okay? Hey, Sighren, Lemonade, Alexis. I got it right. Hey, Sighren, your necklace was glowing in your vlog. Did you see the black lady pretending to be a student of Duke Physician's Assistant School? No. What? Where they having it? No, you got to send me, girl. Send me the link to that. Send me that. No. I didn't see that, but I would love to see it. But you say my necklace was glowing in my vlog. Okay, I got to see that. I got to look back at it. Okay. Hey, Anisha. Hey, Anisha. Anisha says, hey, Sighren. Hey, everyone. You say voice popping. Y'all have fun. I don't give a what it is. Okay, have fun with everything that you do. Okay, that's how it goes. You just have fun with it. Okay, and that's what we do over here. We don't care how people feel about it, what people got to say. People either gonna love it or hate it. It doesn't matter. When you have fun with it, when you are true to who you are and you are living in your creative energy, only person that needs to satisfy is you. Long as it's not disrespecting nobody, long as it's not causing harm to nobody, the only person that it needs to satisfy is you. And when you're satisfied with what it is that you do, can't nobody take that. Like I say, the one thing you need when you got your peace, honey, that's more than anything, okay? People will envy you just because you got your peace. Just because you are peaceful at heart and you ain't got time for no BS and you just like, okay, it is what it is. People will envy you just because you are at peace. Okay, they want you to be insecure. They want you to be mad. And I think the thing about me, what a lot of people gravitate towards is the audacity. I literally have the audacity to be myself. I have the audacity to come on here with my natural hair. I have the audacity to not shave under my arms and, present to y'all all of my natural ways and holistic ways. Let me tell y'all something. There is power in you. There is power in every strand that God put on your head, whether it's straight, whether it's curly, whether whatever, whether it's long, whether it's short. There is power in you. And my thing is, I want to be as natural as God makes me. You know what I'm saying? I want to be as natural as God makes me. When I was trying to live the life according to societal beliefs and stuff, oh, your hair needs to be straight. Remember, we were perming our hair and stuff, and come to find out, y'all know what they were saying. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, did you perm your hair? And I'm just like, oh my God, that's insane. They made us feel like this was ugly. They made us feel like this was not accepted. Like, they try to, why are you running away from this? It's just hair. If it's just hair, why are you so afraid of it? Why do you want to make us feel as if, straight or, long as it's, not this curly, it's like, what is wrong with this? I didn't step into my power until I stepped into my power. Okay. All of the stuff when they tell you, now listen, this is just Sighren speaking on a Sighren Speak show, ladies. Do as you damn well please. Okay. Do as you damn well please. But I'm just telling you from my perspective. I was one who used to go and get waxes and, I never did the laser. Okay. But I also went and got waxes and stuff like that. And it's okay. It's not a bad thing. But for me, it wasn't until I started allowing my natural hair to do its own thing that I feel my discernment kicked in. Okay. That's when I started being able to read the room. Okay. This is why I tell y'all, when it came to me doing that video, and like I said, there are others. When it came to me doing that video, it feels as if I'm drawn to my energy. I could see where my energy is being pulled towards. I am not just sitting up here watching people videos. I don't be on social media like that, y'all. I have no IG. No, I've never been on TikTok. Okay. Never, y'all. I will be so lost on TikTok. It's crazy. I have no IG. I have no Facebook. I have no Twitter. I have nothing. All I have is YouTube. I'm not on social media like that. What I'm being drawn to when I see people who do things that I do or say things that I say, the reason I was able to get so many clips and stuff, because I was only being led to my energy. And what was leading me there was this. This will lead you to the truth. Okay? I did not know that was going on. When I started to kind of notice it and pinpoint it, I backed away. I stopped watching. I'm like, this is getting weird. Like, you saying that I say, you know what I'm saying? You're doing things that I do. I'm like, okay, maybe I need to just back away because this is just getting weird. You know, and like I said, it wasn't until the marriage part took on. And like I said, I started to notice I was losing things out of my life. And every time, everything I would lose, this person would gain. That started to get freaky. Okay, it started to get very crazy and very scary to even know and to watch and to be a part of. Like that was happening to me real time. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't making none of this up. That's why I say I'm coming with receipts. I don't have to lie because God ain't lie to me. I don't have to lie to y'all. God showed me what I needed to see and what I needed to do. Okay. And one thing I'm going to tell you, if anybody put anything out there about me, I don't care how many followers you got. I don't care who you are. I'm going to rep my name, boo. If you coming for me in any type of way, and I know that I didn't do what you saying I did, I'm going to rep my name. Okay. I'm going to be like, skirt, hold up. Who the f are you? And what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I am going to rep. I'm going to stand up for me because I know who I am and I know who I am not. And you're not going to make me who I am not. So this is another way we can get to the bag. You got to stand up and you got to do right by you. You got to make sure that you are defending you and you are doing right by who you are. I'm not going to let nobody tear down everything that I built. I'm not going to let nobody take anything that I built. So my only reason is for doing what it is that I did was standing up for myself. I didn't lie not one time. I'm the type of person where I'm like, let's both go take a lie detector test. That's how I would finalize this. I would be like, let's both go take a lie detector test. That's how we could get down to the bottom of this. That's why I'm willing to go with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's on anybody and that's on anything I do. You know what I'm saying? Let's go take a lie detector test. Let's pull it out like that because you could say something, I could say something. We could both be saying something all day. Me and anybody. You know, I'm like, let's get down to the facts. That's why I say I come with receipts. I don't have to lie on anybody. I don't have to lie on any situation. I'm always going to bring the receipts. Otherwise, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. And you see, for 3 years, damn near 4, this been going on a while. Okay? This been going on a while. I kept my mouth quiet. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. But when I did speak, I came with the receipts. That's why I say anybody out here who's claiming anything, you a booster if you ain't got no receipts. That's how I see it. That's all. I don't even want to hear it. Okay. All right. So let me see what you guys are saying. Let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. We've been on here 46 minutes, honey. You say that perm tore my hair up. Oh, child. Listen. I can't even see. When I see people now perming their kids' hair, I be like, I ain't gonna lie. It tears my little hearts up. You know, even when I see people now perming their hair still to this day, you know, I'm like, oh no, I don't agree with it, but I don't, you know, no judgment. You know what I'm saying? I just be like, You say 100. That's right. Absolutely. I love vindication. That's right. Period. That's how you got to do it. Okay. That's how God made this world run. Okay. You come with them judgment scales, honey. That's how God gonna look at it. Okay. Where's the receipts? Where's the facts? That's what we're going to go with. You got proof. That's all we need. When you walk out that store, what they want? Proof of purchase. They want proof. Everybody want proof. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. All right. Again, shout out to each and every one of you. We're going to talk about how to get your bag up 2026, 2027, 2028. Okay. How to get your bag up, because we definitely need to be doing that, you guys. I know times right now from, you know, with me talking to a lot of you and doing, like I say, consultations and counseling sessions, you know, a lot of us are, you know, we trying to get through. We trying to make it. It's just like, it seems so much harder to do the smallest things. It seems so much harder even to lose weight, to feel good, to, you know, feel optimistic, to feel motivated, to feel inspired. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, we don't have the energy to do the things that we need to do. And we definitely need to make sure that we are getting to the bag. And I will always say the way to get to the bag is you have to be in alignment with it, y'all. You are going to have to be in alignment with it. And the reason I say that is because, this is just Sighren speaking on what? The Sighren Speak Show. Okay. The reason I say that is because there are so many sacrifices that people make. Okay. And I really feel like social media is the new music industry. It's the new record label. Okay, social media is the new record label. It's no longer about singers and rappers and rock and roll. It's no longer about that. Anybody can be signed to the record label nowadays via, these social media contracts and things of that nature. Because when you think about it, they're controlling what you say. The minute you sign up with them, they're controlling what it is that you say. They're going to control and manipulate your numbers. I don't think people get the type of numbers that are presented before us. I ain't going to lie to you. Because if you look at the analytics, like I say, bring the receipts, boo. Okay? Bring the receipts, boo. Because your video can say you got 200,000 views. My video could say I got 100 views. But when the analytics pop up, you'll see that my 100 views, people looked at my entire video. But your 200,000 views, you got a lot of 10-second clicks. But it's counting as a view. Once they've been on there for so many seconds, it counts as a view. So now we got a lot of bot views. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say they know how to manipulate the energy. So even when it comes to society, you guys, we have to make sure that we understand how to get to the bag and be in alignment with the bag, as opposed to having to sell your soul, because a lot of people, y'all, listen. I told y'all the other day about the young lady, unfortunately, who recently passed away in a car accident. And we have a lot of TikTokers, a lot of YouTubers. If y'all see a lot of these social media influencers, there was 1 week, I think that was 2025 or 2024. They were finding quite a few of them. I think one young lady, it was her and her mom that was doing vlogs together. And they both had a couple 100,000 vlogs. And they found both of them out of here. Okay, there are a lot of influencers and social media people, you guys, that have these big numbers, and next thing you know, they're not here anymore. All type of crazy, weird things are happening to these people to where, they're unalived or something about them has changed and different. Listen, you got to be careful, okay? You really, truly have to be careful out here. That's why I prefer a more genuine and sincere, and I don't care what nobody, I think one of the best, he said, enjoy your 500 subscribers, and I will, okay? Because I don't have to do no craziness and no foolishness just to get views. Those who view my channel are those who are just going to be naturally drawn to my channel. That's it. Regardless of how they get there, they're either going to enjoy their time there or they're not. But I'm not going to be doing no craziness just for views. I'm not going to be making no fool of myself just for views. That's not going to happen. Now, there are some people who I feel like, when they sign off on these contracts, because they get contracts, y'all. They get contracts, okay? And they probably saying, girl, why are you speaking about this? I'm pretty sure there's a red flag. So if this video cut off, they'll be like, Sighren, see, there you go. This why we don't let you out. This why we don't let Sighren speak. Because when Sighren speaks, Sighren be telling it how it is. So you got to look at a lot of your big time influencers and look at what's going on in their life. Look at the losses that they are experiencing. Who you got to pay back, boo? Who you had to pay back for them numbers, for them views, for them checks, for them big houses you got and them fancy cars you got? Who did you have to pay? And what price did they want? Okay, you got to be very careful out here. This is why I'm like, I'm glad I had a everyday car and a my standout car before YouTube. Okay, I had everything I have before YouTube. I got this from the mud. I'm literally self-made. You know what I'm saying? Anything I got is because I had this. I built this from zero and been struggling ever since to keep my head above water. Okay. See, it ain't easy. I ain't gonna lie. It's not easy, but I'd rather take the long, slow route than to sell myself and my family and my life and my soul. Okay. And y'all got to look at life like that too, because the devil don't just come and make you famous. The devil will be like, I give you a love. I give you a relationship. I give you a good job. Okay. You guys are going to see another vlog that is going to be coming up probably next week, where my daughter and I we went out to a restaurant for a restaurant week, right? And as we're sitting inside of this restaurant, it was all executives. All you saw was these men who are these executives for these companies. You know, that's what they do. Okay. All they do is eat bougie lunches and dinners and fly all across the world for meetings and stuff like that, while the workers are somewhere clocked in, doing all of the work, right? And it was just like so crazy, like sitting there just looking at all of this stuff and looking at, I'm telling my daughters, I'm like, yeah, more than likely that's what we're surrounded by right now. And just looking at that and just like saying, wow. Okay, like, wow, the environment that we were in, just looking at these people just enjoy bougie dinners, like what they spending on that dinner, somebody probably don't make in a week or two, but they around there enjoying it. Okay. So yeah, the devil will come and will bless you with all type of stuff. That's why I say be careful who you pray. What you pray, and you got to know where to direct your prayers, because sometimes you have energies out there that are listening to your prayers, and they will grant your prayer. And you be like, oh, won't he do it? You don't know who did it. You don't know who did it. Next thing you know, you come up with some weird sickness, or, next thing you know, some crazy stuff start happening in your life. You got to be very careful out here. You got to be very careful. And this is why I say, honey, listen, if it come too fast and too easy, question it. Use your discernment. If that relationship come too fast and too easy, use your discernment. If that man is jumping in your life and love bombing you and attaching himself to you, and he just being too Mr. Perfect, use your discernment. Where you come from, boo? Who sent you? Okay? Who sent you? That's what you got to do when it comes to a lot of things in your life, is use your discernment, because everything is not going to be a blessing, and you got to know where it is coming from. Okay, where it is coming from. All right. So just to continue on the topic, you guys, ways to get to the bag using your discernment. You got to vibrate towards that which you desire. Okay. For example, let's say if there's a scale, let's say the new house, right? You want to buy a house. Okay. And the new house is on a scale of a number 8. You can do one or two things. You can sell your soul and let the entities help you to get that house. Or you can work on your vibration and you can vibrate towards that house. And that way it will naturally come to you. Things will fall in line in a natural way. Okay. And ways that you can do that, working on your frequency. Okay. You got to change the way you eat, because the person who owned that house, the version of you that got that house, she don't eat the way you eat. She had to cut out a lot of things because it was lowering her frequency. She don't go to places that you go. She don't do the things that you do. She has made a lot of lifestyle changes in her life. What are those? You got to see what those are. You got to see what it is that you're willing to sacrifice, because when it comes to entities getting you stuff, they don't ask you what you want to sacrifice. They don't say, okay, so what are you willing to sacrifice? No, they're going to write you out a contract that you don't even know you getting. Okay. And then they're going to manifest your wish, but then they're going to take something from you. Okay. And Lord knows what that'll be. But I'm telling you, they vibrate off of pain. So they're going to take something from you that make you hurt. They're going to take something from you that got you so sad and so broken, because long as you in that energy of pain and sadness, they are going to eat off of you. For as long as you thriving and surviving and you happy, and they are very patient, they will sit around and let you be happy for years. But when they come to collect, baby, whoosh, they coming to collect. Okay, that's why I say, honey, listen, you got to be careful when you out here talking about, oh, won't they do it? And watching all these people getting all these blessings, and oh, I got a big house now. I'm in this house. I got this car. I got that car. I got this. I got that. You have earned versus unearned abundance. And we talked about that. Earned, meaning you did the work to vibrate to that. I got this out the mud. Ain't nobody give it to me. I didn't have to sit up there and work with no energies and work on a manifestation thing. If you want to work on a manifestation log, or if you want to work on bringing things in your life, you got to manifest the product and you got to manifest the plan. Okay, you're going to say, okay, on my manifestation list, I have a new house. So I know in order to get that house, I got to work on my credit. I got to work on my saving money. I got to work on, purchasing little things that I'm going to need. Like, you really have to come up with the plan as well. That way you're doing what you need to do. You didn't just wake up one day and all of a sudden you have all of this stuff. Listen. They talk about it in your precious Bible, honey. You got to know what they're saying, okay? Let me see what you guys are saying real quick. You say, got to be more careful. Yes, you do. I love vindication. Okay, we said that. Shout out to you. Who the hell sent you? For real, for real. Listen, I told y'all I had friends back in my day who I considered to be my friends. All of them robbed me. It's funny now, but when I went through it, all of them robbed me, y'all. Back then, I should have known better to say, who sent you, boo? Okay? Who sent you, boo? How you get here? Who are you? What you want? Because see, the devil will never show you his face. Ever. Will always come through the face of somebody else. The devil was not bold enough to face you. Not brave enough to face you. The minute you see the devil is going to go running. Okay, the minute you see the devil, and I'm going to tell you how I know, because I experienced that. Okay, I experienced that. I finally got a chance to see what I know as a devil. And that thing took off. Was like, how do you see my face? Like, you see me tried to manifest itself in my life in the form of somebody that I knew. And I was able to see right through it. Like, I know who you are. So you got to be very careful out here, you guys, okay? We are having a human experience, but we are spirits at the same time. So we have to be educated on how to successfully, okay? You got to be able to recognize a blessing and be able to recognize the setup, okay? Because they will set you up, all right? You say, yep, they eat that energy. Facts, you got to go within, period, okay? Yes, you do. I definitely recommend that. So let's get a little bit deeper, okay? Ways that you can level up to get the bag, you guys. You want to challenge yourself. I would say you should start off, your goal should be at least, I would say a 4, I would say like a 4 different types of income to start with that. If you only have one, let's say you work your job, okay? You got a job that you work, you make your money. I would say you need to incorporate at least 3 more stable forms of income. Meaning, I don't care what you're good at, boo. Turn it into a business. You want to incorporate your business. If you don't know how to do that, you can go to Sighren. I can help you incorporate your business, okay? Educate you on that, right? And you want to turn it into a business, right? And before you incorporate it, you may want to, play along with it. You can start with an Etsy shop. If you sell something, whatever you got. If you know you're good at it and you got something that you're good at, then you need to turn that into a business, because the more independent you come, the more the third dimensional or the more these societal beliefs are not going to be able to control and manipulate your life. Okay, so I would say focus on getting at least 3 more streams of income. A lot of you know how to do hair. Do it. Okay, a lot of you know how to do nails. A lot of you know how to style clothes. Start putting up some different outfit looks together. Create you an Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And you can give advice on fashion. You can work with different brands on fashion. They will pay you just to create looks and put it on their site. Like, you have a gift, you have a talent, and it's in you. And you have multiple. Some of you have multiple gifts and multiple talent. Your creativity is going to make you a lot of money. It's really going to help you to get to the bag, because that's something that they have no control over. See, when it comes to a job, you clock in, they can control how many hours you work. They can control how much money you make. We're going to pay you $12 an hour. We're going to pay you $21 an hour. That's it, no more. But when you set yourself up for additional income, there's no limit. You're not capped. You can make $20. You can make $2,000 a week. Okay? You can turn every aspect of you into a way to make some sort of money. So I would say, when you want to get to the bag, because you want to make sure that you have your own stable income. Granted, there are those of you who have great providers. You have men in your lives who, pay the bills, or who pay majority of the bills, or who contribute towards your household in some way, shape, or form. That's right. Definitely, when you have a provider, it makes you getting to the bag a lot easier. That's not your time to be lazy, to say, oh, he's taking care of everything, so I have to do nothing. No, You need to stay on your toes. You need to make sure that you stay in the lane of getting towards your bag. You got to make sure that you are somebody as well. You got to make sure that you have your money as well, even if you stacking it. Long as you bringing it in and you okay. So if that provider decide they want to act crazy, you don't have to put up with no type of weird BS. You like, boo, I'm going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be okay with it without you. But granted, we do want a provider that's stable and that's going to support us and that's going to help us and invest in us as well. Okay, so definitely make sure you get you a provider that can help you to get started on your additional sources of income. It don't cost much to start an Etsy page. I think it's like free. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to sell and, things of that nature. But, it don't cost much to get a website. To get a website, honey, I think for 5 years, your website probably going to cost you $200. That's 5 years of a website. Okay. And if you are looking towards, because a lot of these women, when they get these business, they start to get, business loans and things of that nature. They start to look serious as a business. So when you get your business, you want to make your business look serious. You want to invest in getting you a professional email. You want to invest in getting you a professional, like a location for your business. Now, there are places out here in every city and state that is called spaces. So it's little rooms that you can rent. And it comes with an address. So now you have a business location. It's like all these buildings, especially downtown, they have like little spaces you can rent. And, you go in, you get your business address. That's your little office right there. And they really don't cost that much, but it's a great investment in your business because when you start to apply for a business loan, they're going to want a business location, a business email, a business phone number. So you're going to have to get you either an 800 number or you're going to have to get some sort of phone number directly for your business. Okay. You're going to want to get you a location. Sometimes you can have what they call a virtual location where you can purchase a virtual location, which means you get access to an address, but you're not physically there. The only thing about that is some banks kind of like don't really respect that. You know what I'm saying? So you may want to try to invest in the actual physical location. And we're not talking about, nobody's house. It cannot be a residential address. We need it to be a commercial address. Okay. So you want to definitely level yourself up and invest in yourself. And the more I feel like you take it to that next level, the more you will start to work hard towards getting it because it's nothing like me putting in 40 hours for a company. Yes, but when it comes to my own business, I'm like, you got to put in 40 hours for you too. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in 40 hours for Sighren as well. Okay. So you definitely have to invest in that, and invest in yourself. And I would say at least try to get a goal by the end of 2027 to have you at least 4 streams of income. A lot of you can go online. They have all these little sites that you can sell your clothes. You getting rid of them at Goodwill, honey. Listen, you could list them clothes. And if they don't sell within like 3 months, then you could donate to Goodwill. But you could get you a Depop or all of these other, Poshmark, you guys. People will buy your used clothes. That's money in your closet. So all them big bags you taking, especially when you go into, what's the other one? Plato's Closet. And, they give you 3 cents. You get them a big old bag of clothes, how you be walking out there with $8. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can create these online, like get you a Poshmark, y'all. It's literally free. Okay, I don't think you have to pay anything. Get you a Poshmark, sell your stuff, whatever it is. And, you can sell like different things that you create, okay? And create a Poshmark. That'll be one stream of income. Your job will be another stream of income. You can have an Etsy store. Don't cost you nothing to get an Etsy store. You can sell your stuff over there. You'll be surprised that, using these type of platforms where you can get access to more people. So that's the reason, you can have your website. Okay, that could be one platform, but when it comes to your website, you're going to have to purchase, different marketing streams for your website so that you can attract traffic because at first ain't nobody going to know about your website. And you got to have it set up in Google to really trigger and bring about traffic, and that costs. Okay, it does. Ain't gonna lie, it costs. But if you know how to do it right, then, I would say get to it, right? You can use Facebook, okay, to sell things and to create an income. If you have a good conversation, if you got your homegirls and you've been giving them good advice, then you need to get your arse online. You need to create you a YouTube account and you need to start recording. Let's go, y'all. This is what we're talking about today. Get your little self monetized and you can start making money that way. Okay, you can start, doing consultations. You can start doing counseling sessions. All it takes is somebody who needs to hear you. Okay, it's not about what you say. It's the frequency that leaves your mouth when you speak that people are drawn to. And you will be surprised where your audience is going to come from. You'll be surprised at how much money. You could be like, child, I just started doing this, and next thing I know, it just turned into something else. So you want to get your goal to have multiple streams of income. This is how you're going to be able to get to the bag and build it a lot faster. Okay. For those of you who prefer to work in a corporate setting, you're like, listen, I'm really not the entrepreneur type. I would say you need to apply for higher positions. Okay. Whatever position you in, you need to apply for that next position up or a higher position. Now it's time for you to challenge yourself, and it's time for you to take yourself to that next level. You want to apply for a higher position, either with the company that you're with or with another company. It doesn't matter. It's time for you to level up. You've been in that position for a while. You've been in that income bracket for a while. It's time for you to step your game up, and it's time for you to move into a higher. Need to apply for a higher position. It's time for you to be the supervisor. It's time for you to be the manager. It's time for you to be the director. Whatever it is, it's definitely time for you to level up and step into that next position. Okay. So applying for higher positions. You also want to make better relationships with money. What do you mean when you say that, Sighren? Girl, I love me some money, but do money love you? Money is a frequency. Okay, that's what we want to know. Money is a vibration. It is a frequency. Okay, and we ain't gonna be on here too much longer, y'all, because we've been on here for a minute. But money is a frequency. It is a vibration. You have to get in alignment with it. I want you to think about your bank account, right? Your bank account has an account number and a routing number. And when it comes to your paycheck, or when it comes to any type of direct deposit, the account number has got to be right and your routing number. So when they send that money, it goes directly to that account number and that routing number, okay? Which means money is going to go where it's programmed to go. It recognizes a frequency, and whatever they type in as the account number and the routing number, that's the frequency, and the money is programmed to go right there. It's not going to go on her account unless they mess up and put a wrong number there. But money is going to go exactly where it's programmed to go. If your frequency is in alignment with money, then money will be programmed to come to you. You have to make yourself readily available to receive money, and you got to know how to process money. Money is like a relationship, okay? Let me say, when you're in a relationship with a significant other, you want that person to love you. You want that person to treat you good. You want that person to do right by you, okay? Money wants the same thing from us. I think we've been programmed to think we have to save money, right? When you save money, you want to put money in places where it can grow. Money does not like to be stuck, okay? And money wants to grow in higher places, higher environments. Money does not want to go into a little small savings account where you get like a penny. You know what I'm saying? They'll deposit 2-3 cents in your account each month from what you're getting off of your savings and things of that nature. Money wants to be placed in positions to where it can grow and it can move. Money is like the energy of water. It loves to move, okay? So when you have your money, you definitely want to put your money in places where it can grow. And you want to do things with your money that will help it to grow. Money does not want to be stuck, and money is not like, oh, soon as I come to you, you're going to push me out. Soon as I come to you, you're just going to buy something on Amazon and I'm gone. Okay, you want to have a long-term relationship when it comes to money. You want to always have it around. You want to treat it good. You want to have a better relationship with your money and spend it on things that's going to help it to grow. For example, if you have like let's say you created you like a Depop or a Poshmark account, and let's say you take $100. Okay, you take that $100, you go thrift store shopping, right? You buy a whole bunch of cute little things and you go home and you list them on your Depop or your Poshmark. And now you done made almost $300 off of that $100. That's a good relationship with money. That's how money wants to work for you, because it's like, when you invest in me, I'm going to come back to you multiple. Okay. When you treat me good, I'm going to treat you good. Okay. So that's why I say you want to have a better relationship with money. We don't always want to find a way for money to exit our life as soon as we get it. We want to find a way to use some sources of our income to make it grow. Okay. We definitely want to create your sacrifices. Okay, this is how you get to the bag. You want to create your sacrifices, meaning if you're doing this from the mud, the way I'm telling you, you should do it, as opposed to selling out and taking all type of contracts and stuff. When you do it from the mud, you want to create your sacrifices. So you could be like, hey, usually I go out to eat. But instead of me going out to eat, spending them little $60 on some food and stuff this week, I'm going to take this money and I'm going to sacrifice it, and I'm going to go and purchase some things that I could sell. You could go to Ross. Ross got all type of makeup on clearance, good brands, okay? TJ Maxx, we stay up in TJ Maxx, y'all. Go up in there and buy a couple of things and flip it. Make that money come back. You know what I'm saying? Get all type of makeup and stuff, and you can sit in front of your camera and you can do your makeup. People gonna watch. People gonna watch, and you don't even have to have the makeup nowadays. When you're creating your videos, all you got to do is tag the company and say, hey, this is the lipstick I'm wearing. This is the eyeliner I'm wearing. You don't even have to have the product anymore. All you have to do is tag them, and you make commission off of that nowadays. So they're making it easy for us to really get to the bag. We're going to have to sacrifice our time. Before, we probably used to be able to Netflix and chill. Now we can't do that. Okay, now we got to sit up here and we got to be taking pictures of everything, and we got to upload it, get the description. But one thing I'm going to tell you is the more energy you put into it, the more energy you're going to get from it. Okay, so you got to create some healthy sacrifices. What are you willing to give up for this success? What are you willing to let go of? What part of you are you willing to let go of so that you can now live and experience the version of you that's making what it is that you want to make and living how it is that you want to live? So you're going to have to come up and create your sacrifices. What are you willing to let go? How bad do you want it? Okay. Build your team. The next thing you're going to have to do is build your team. You're going to have people around you that support where it is you're trying to go. Okay, people that are motivating to you, people that are inspirational to you, people that can help you, people that can open doors. We love our loved ones, we love our besties, we love our men, we love all of them. But at the same time, when it comes to your team should be a group of people that are catering and that are contributing towards your success. People that are contributing towards you reaching that next level. People that are contributing towards you seeing the results of the work that you're doing. So, for example, you don't know how to start Poshmark. Guess what? There goes somebody right there. Oh, I have a Poshmark. I've had my Poshmark for years. Let me show you how you set it up. This is how you set. You need people like that. You know what I'm saying? People who are doing exactly what you want to do. If you want to get better at Pilates, then you have to find somebody who's doing Pilates, somebody who's good at Pilates. If you want to start going to the gym every day, then you have to hang around people who go to the gym all the time. You can't hang around that same Keita who Keita like, girl, we gonna go next week, girl. I'm tired, girl. I gotta feed Ladero. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to surround yourself with people who are doing exactly what it is that you want to do. People who are going to pull you up, not people who are going to be looking at you like, girl, I don't know about all that. So you're definitely going to have to build your team, you guys. And this is where you're going to, start taking resumes, right? This is where you're going to start looking for people and start bringing about people in your life that are going to help you to get where it is that you need to go, because we can't do it on our own. I don't care how bad we think we are, how powerful we think we are. You're going to need somebody somewhere sometime, okay? So, yes. Focus on building you a team, you guys. It is important that you surround yourself with like-minded folk who are moving towards the goals that you want to get to, or they're already in that role. That way they can give you as much advice as you can. Right now, we probably surrounded with people who don't know nothing about what it is we're trying to do, okay? Leave them under family, but you need to build your team, all right? Next, we want to take action. That's what I have lastly here. Take action, y'all. It's time. It's time, it's time, it's time. Don't let no more time pass you by. The time is now. When I say the time is now, the time is now. So by the time we come on here next week with the next vlog, I would love to hear you guys say, hey, Sighren, I started my Poshmark, or I started my new business, or I got a name for my business, or I got an idea for a business. By the time next week come, you guys, that's more than enough time for y'all to have figured something out to be ahead, to be further than where you are today. So we'll see exactly how bad it is that you want it, and we'll talk about it then. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.